because that's
We
what
were
it's
on a
about.
flight, you know, and you just feel
Yeah.
terrible
Oh,
the
it's
whole
awful.
time.
Yeah.
Awful. We ate the whole
Do you
flight.
feel that or no?
I ate the whole flight.
The whole flight
Yeah,
ate
oh.
and held.
I had
held
peanuts.
popping.
Right, you
so I
just
wouldn't
keep,
have to.
yeah,
So I
exactly.
just kept, and
That's
anytime
the
the
rule.
flight
If you're
attendant, I'm like,
eating, if you're eating or drinking,
Right, you're okay.
So they had the
Yeah.
Diet Coke. He
It
doesn't
ma-
drink Diet.
none
but
of it. You see, none of it makes any logic. God gave us logic and science. I actually came to realize that God exists. It's because of science and reason.
Wow.
Because I was an atheist, but I love science, and in communism, I realized that evolution and Big Bang theory is scientifically, it's a nonsense because it does not hold to the scientific method. It
Right.
takes so much faith. Well, you have to.
This is
You
great.
have to wait millions of years. So all the ingredients are here, and if you wait millions of years, this on its own
It's going to come together.
And because I'm an engineer by trade, I look at it. Well, I see a designer, right? I see somebody that created it.
Thought about
so,
it, yeah.
so what takes more faith to believe? On its own appears. So that started me.
Good analogy,
I realized that evolution and Big Bang theory is scientific nonsense. It's not science. So I started looking for the basic. Where are we? Why are we here? Where did the universe come from?
That
Where
is
did we
great.
come from? Where did life come from? And I studied everything. I mean, I studied philosophy. I studied all the religions,
Yeah.
everything, and I always kept Christianity at bay, and the Bible, because I knew history, a lot of history, and to me, God and Christianity was a
European,
Catholic church.
too.
Gotcha.
European.
Right.
And I knew the terrible history of it,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So Borgia and everything. So it was like, but eventually I realized God has to exist logically. There's only one answer.
There.
God has to exist. When I realized that, I had a debate with God. It was just shortly after this took me years to discover, but I just escaped. Suddenly it all came together, and I go, fine, God, you exist. Okay, good for you. But if you think I'm going to serve you,
Oh,
you're
this
crazy.
is great.
You're
This
crazy.
is great.
I
Yeah.
just escaped communism, and I'm finally free. I didn't realize I wasn't, but now I'm finally free, and I'm not going to replace one dictator with another.
Oh, wow.
That's what I told
That's
God. And for a year, I felt this. We talk about spiritual. I felt God pulling on me, and pull it. But I was hard. I mean, you had to be to survive communism.
Yeah.
It was hard. I was hard-headed. I was stubborn, and that's the way
Gosh,
you could
just like a
survive.
human.
And-
Just like a human.
But multiply it according to normal American.
I love
okay?
it. Yeah.
And for a year he was pulling me, and I kept pushing him away. And then I didn't know what it was at the time. Then I learned it in the Bible. He gave me a vision. And he threw me in hell. I was actually in hell. I was in hell.
Oh, man.
And nobody could tell me different. I knew. And
Not good.
What I saw there, and I don't think I saw the whole hell. But what I saw was, I realized later what I needed to see. God was so merciful that he threw me in there to realize where I was going to end up if I don't change. And it was absolute darkness, absolute loneliness, absolute despair, absolute emotional pain, knowledge that it's like this forever, and it did not have to be. And it's my fault that I'm there. I cannot blame anybody for it. Can't blame God, can't blame
Some
nobody.
personal responsibility.
And it was so awful that living in communism, then there was like to walk through the park. It was so bad that and I realized that there is zero good, nothing good in there, pure evil. Then I realized there's nothing good in there because God's not there.
There it
And
is.
so then when God took me out, as soon as I was back in my body, I was laying in bed. As soon as I was back in my body, as fast as I could get on my knees, I was on my knees.
That is awesome, right? Like, that's just like, wait, no, I want to be on God's team. I want to be on God's team.
No,
me.
I didn't even want to be on God's team.
No, but
All I wanted was, I didn't want to be in hell. I go, okay, God, I don't want to go there.
That's motivation.
So what do I have to do not to end up there?
Oh yeah.
And he told me. He said, I heard it inside of me. He said, I want you to start reading the Bible so you will learn who I really am and not who you think I am. And that's how my journey started.
Wow.
That's very,
Oh.
So,
Amen.
very neat to hear that.